Today I continue the second leg of the East Devon Way, starting from where I left off last time, here in Collerton. This 12-mile walk starts with a river walk from Collerton to Northley, passing through Farway and then over the hill to Nat Copse. Then up another hill through Minkham Wood before finally arriving in Sidbury. So, let's go walking Devon. It's an absolutely beautiful day here in Devon today, and the cows here have seen it all before on this busy section of the East Devon Way. The Ramsons are abundant here, offering a lovely scent of garlic, if you like garlic that is. As usual, I've plotted this route with Ordnance Survey, and you will find a link below in the description if you plan on walking this route yourself. This gorgeous river walk takes you through lush green pastures. While nice and flat, I can imagine this being quite muddy and heavy going if it wasn't so dry as it is today. I recommend a good pair of boots for this walk with firm soles, which will become apparent later on in this video. I mentioned in my last video about cattle and safety around them. I won't repeat myself here, so I recommend watching that video. This path is clearly less trodden and is a little heavy going due to the divots left by grazing cattle. I had to walk through this herd of cows after they surrounded me. It was a little scary as I had to shoo them out of my way, but I think they were just inquisitive rather than aggressive. This is the end of the river section here, and you join the road to Northley. There's quite a few miles by country lanes on this walk, and as I also talk about staying safe on these lanes in my previous video, I won't repeat myself and recommend you watch that video if you haven't already done so. Remember to peer over any gates while out walking in Devon, as the scenery is stunning and you never know what you might see. Northley is a pretty little village, with Lee, an Old English name for woodland clearing, with Southley just a couple of miles away and, not surprisingly, to the south of here. The church in Northley is a Grade II listed building and features a Norman south doorway and a Jacobean pulpit. After going down this lane, head straight across the field to this gate. I missed the gate at first and had to walk back up the hill to find it. I really hope you're enjoying this video. Please pop down and give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Crossing over the River Colley, Farway gets its name from the Old English fairweg, with weg meaning road, while fair a course or difficult passage. Here's an old filling station and a pub, no longer open for business. Normally sheep keep their distance, but these must be quite tame as I've never had a sheep come up to me. The rest actually came to the gate as well. Maybe they recognised me from my videos. Now it's a long climb up the hill. I must admit I was starting to get a little tired as I hadn't slept much the night before, but I still had a long way to go, so I had no choice but to continue. Take care crossing over the road, as you can't see to your right very well, as it's a blind corner. I was glad to get into the shade of the woodland, a welcome sight as I could feel I was catching the sun a little. By the time I got home I was a little red on my neck and hands. I should have put my hood up or remembered to bring some sun cream. Knapp Copse is a nature reserve consisting of a mature woodland, meadows and a stream set in a hidden valley with trails throughout and home to much wildlife. There is parking here if you want to visit Knapp Copse as a day out or even a night out, as the car park was awarded Dark Skies Discovery Site status if you want to do a bit of stargazing. There are plenty of places to stay on this route with Airbnbs all along this route, including here at Lower Knapp Farm. Another steep climb. In total you climb 1600 feet or 448 metres. Although spread out over 12 miles, it does make for a challenging walk in my opinion, especially as some of the paths are somewhat heavy going. There were no bulls or cattle in this section despite the warning sign before. Minken Wood is full of bluebells right now, as is most of the places around here. In autumn I've seen plenty of hazelnuts here, which have been discarded by the squirrels. This is the final climb and oh boy am I glad to get to the top knowing it's flat and then downhill from now on. This is a very steep and stony descent. I've been walking the paths around this area for decades and I can't think of a steeper path, so be careful, and I was grateful that I was wearing my sturdy boots here. I finally reached my destination of Sidbury, and it looks like they have the bunting out for me. I thoroughly enjoyed this walk and I do recommend it, but I slept well that night. I hope you enjoyed it as much as me, so please remember to like and subscribe if you did. So until next time, take care.